FIFA CONCACAF Qualifiers Matchday 5, fellas, and it wasn't the match day you both wanted. Tough results by Guatemala and Costa Rica. It has to be talked about. How are we doing, guys?
Bad, man. Down bad.
Aside from it being, if it wasn't Friday, I think it'd be a lot
A
more
dark and
terrible.
gloomy day.
A lot more terrible, yeah.
Let's dive right into it, guys. Let's dive right into it. Guatemala fall at home to Panama 3-2. They were down 2-0, come back 2-2, and then a goal late by Panama to seal the deal and pretty much deliver the final nail in the coffin for Guatemala's first World Cup hopes. John, you watched that at home with your fam. How was it?
Terrible, to be honest. Because 2-0. The game was rowdy. I mean, in the beginning, the fans were in it. The atmosphere was absolutely bonkers. Very energetic, very fast-paced. It wasn't the best football, which I expected, but it was kind of back and forth. We were kind of doing well, but then Panama literally had 2 chances.
Waterman, right?
Waterman, yeah. 2 spot on, puts it away. Great clinical finishing. I was like, holy shit. Like, this is going to be the story of this match where we're trying to create and we're like ecstatic going forward. Probably not the cleanest, but we can't put anything in the back of the net. And then they have 2 chances and they just fucking bury it. So it was, once it was 2-0, the morale was low. At home, you could feel it in the stadium.
Yeah.
Nothing was being said. No one was cheering. It was fucking, you can drop a pin and you can hear it. Second half came out. The energy was 10 times more than what it was in the first half. And the quality was better. So we pinned Panama back. The first goal was pretty fortunate. I think the goalie makes a mistake, but I think it was well-deserved due to the high energy and the creativeness in the attacking third. So we got the first one, and then the second one came out of nowhere. And then that's when I think life was fucking injected into the veins.
At what minute did that second goal come in?
I think like the 70th minute, 73rd minute maybe.
Okay, so 20 minutes, game on.
Yeah, plus stoppage was at least 20 minutes.
Yeah.
At least, right? So I'm like, we got the goal. VAR takes a look at it. It was very close. He was onside. I was like, holy shit. The gaffer starts making like changes, attacking changes right before that second goal. So it paid off. Me and Kat was like jumping around the house. My dad turned off the TV because he went up and he's like, because he was pissed.
No way.
He was like, fuck this. Like, I'm livid. So I FaceTimed him right away. And I was like, dude, it's 2-2. He's like, you're kidding me. I was like,
Sprinted back down.
Sprinted back downstairs. But the dagger, the third goal. My God, I was texting you guys and I was like,
Right when your dad came down to watch.
he was right there. Third goal. Dude, dagger to the heart. And I think that was probably the most demoralizing feeling that could possibly happen to me or anyone in the country at that moment. It was horrible because you just knew that it was just Panama's day.
Yeah.
Anything they put on net, it went inside. And I was like, it's just one of those days where they're just super clinical in the final third, and we're not. We keep missing chances. We had several chances where we should have found a third or a second before we found the original second. So it was one of those games I'm like, just like, damn, this is going to go really bad for us. And then as the clock's dwindling down, the feeling gets worse and worse and worse. It is super gloomy. Not a word's being exchanged in the house. It was dead silent. The stadium was fucking, it was terrible. And then once that final whistle blew, I was just like, this is absolutely gut-wrenching.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
we
Wow,
spoke before the game how
Yeah.
2 games at home, what more perfect situation do you want to close out the qualifiers? 2 games at home, 2 must-wins
Yeah.
in front of your home fans. The fans were electric. Pre-match, they're all over Panama. So also kudos to Panama for really taking the game to Guatemala in both halves and withstanding the pressure from the fans. Yeah, I mean, in Group A as of right now, Suriname, who is the surprise of Group A, is top with 9 points with a 5-goal differential. Panama ties them with 9 points as well, but with 2 goals differential. So 3 goals less than Suriname. Guatemala officially out with 5 points. So
That's it.
tough blow for Guatemala and their hopes of a first World Cup. Let's shift gears to Costa Rica, which had a similar, I think, feeling and story, right? A lot of goals missed. Carlos, we were at a bar in Astoria watching the Ecuador game, which we'll get to, but you were also on your phone watching Costa Rica in your Costa Rica jersey.
Yeah.
Let us know how it went.
I mean, I literally mentioned it in our last podcast last podcast this week that it feels like there's a dark cloud on this Costa Rica national team. And, look at what exactly happened yesterday. What we watched yesterday against Haiti, it's not just disappointing. That shit was embarrassing. A Costa Rica team with history, a Central America dominance, expectations to compete with the best in CONCACAF. And yet somehow in a World Cup qualifier where you need 3 points, that's what they produce, right? So it's like, fuck off. Like, for real, it was so bad.
Terrible.
They came out flat, predictable, no creativity. First time they've lost in the Caribbean in 25 years.
Wow.
And at the end of the day, this team has no identity anymore. 0 ballers in the midfield. All you see is sideways passes, a backward pass, and then they boot the ball up. So it's the talent right now, it's rough. And at the same time, like, I think this team needs to stop pretending that everything's fine. There's a generational talent gap between the last generation that we just had and this one. And they used to have players who could change the game, with a moment of brilliance. Like we used to have Joel Campbell or Brian Ruiz, and there's no one on this team that comes close to that level.
Wanchope.
Who was that outside back
in the day?
That outside back that played for Everton.
Oviedo. Brian Oviedo.
Yeah, Oviedo. He was good.
Yeah, he was a baller. But nowadays, like on our team, like you don't have anyone who's gonna beat a man. No one who's gonna break lines.
Yeah.
Everything's safe, painfully safe.
Yeah.
And in a World Cup qualifier, you're not gonna make it playing soccer like this. So at the end of the day, Costa Rica has to stop living off like past glory.
Yeah.
They're not even the best team in Central America anymore, and something needs to change, right? And fast. And if they're gonna make this World Cup, it's gonna be off a miracle. And it's the easiest CONCACAF qualifier in history. And they need a miracle to make it. So that just sums up where Costa Rica is right now.
That's what I was going to mention, that Hercules Gomez tweeted that, in a qualifier where no USA, no Mexico, no Canada, Costa Rica would have been a favorite or a shoe-in to make it with all the history that you guys had. Obviously, the 2014, a quarterfinal run that you guys had. And Herrera, right, a well-known coach, Mexican coach who has had his moments in Liga MX with the Mexican national team, had a good run, I think, in that World Cup when he was at the wheel, and has failed to deliver for this Costa Rican team. It's not over, right? If we look at Group C, Honduras, 8 points, top in the group. Haiti tied with also 8, but 1 goal differential, so difference of 2 goals. And then Costa Rica sitting at third with 6 points. So
a miracle.
You need a miracle, but it's not fully over. As opposed to Guatemala.
You need Nicaragua to beat Haiti. They beat Honduras, which is probably the better team out of them and Haiti. But if you're depending on Haiti to beat the teams back to back for you to make it, you don't deserve to go through.
Yeah. And so basically you're hoping for second place at this point.
Yeah. But the most Costa Rica will get would be 9 points. So that means Suriname or Panama just need a point.
Right. So even second is far-stretched or far-fetched.
Yeah, the only way is they beat Honduras and Haiti loses. It's the only way.
Haiti loses. I see. Okay, so Haiti losing and you guys winning. Yeah.
I think if Haiti ties, Costa Rica makes it on goal differential if they win. So actually, Haiti tie.
Yes, if Haiti ties, they'll get 9 points. You guys win.
And Costa Rica win.
You get 9. Yeah. So, okay.
There's still a chance, but look, it's bad.
Miracle.
It's gloomy.
We got love for Haiti, though. Got some old teammates.
Some old Jersey ballers.
Yeah.
We have Ade from Liga de Quito.
From Liga de Quito. How crazy. I was just for fun. I was like on like the team sheets. And when I send you that text, I was like, Duke, I'm like, wait, why does that name sound so familiar?
Yeah.
I'm like, no way.
Where's he even playing these days?
I think he's playing a team in Colorado Springs, I think.
Oh, so
and I was like, it's a guy he played at NJC Gunners back in the day, like youth soccer.
Yeah.
And
always like one of the top players in the country.
Yeah, top players in the country, striker. We played him in high school too because he went to Lawrenceville.
That's right. Yeah.
So I'm like, this guy's still balling. Well, he's our age, but he's still balling. I was like, for like a World Cup qualifier
and a chance to make a World Cup
here.
Yeah,
he's a Jersey guy, so at home
that's fair. Yeah,
that's insane, right? And then Derek Etienne's also on the roster. I saw. So, but like Cristiano Francois had his little stint here and there
Yeah.
with the national team. So another guy we played football with at the high school level. So yeah, no, we got a little love for Haiti. Male, bro. Come on, dude. You got sorry, Carlos. I know it's
I know. Even though I was, on Carlos's side cheering for
of
Costa
course,
Rica.
no, I think so. I think any Latin-based countries we always root for, right? But there's no malice between us and Haiti. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I think we got some love for them.
Yeah. And let's just quickly round out the qualifiers in Group B. Curacao, the second surprise of the qualifiers with 11 points, Jamaica 10, Trinidad 6, and Bermuda 0. So all comes down to Curacao and Jamaica for the top of Group B. Yeah, I mean, we said it, right? Curacao and Suriname, they've been the sleepers that have progressively shown like really good signs of football in Gold Cups in tournament play, and they're finally producing at the qualifier level again without Mexico, USA, Canada. But I think still we said it was probably the toughest CONCACAF or most even CONCACAF qualifiers in some time, and it's pretty wild to see them topping the group with one match to go. So we will continue to follow the CONCACAF qualifiers. The last match day will be on Tuesday, nighttime Eastern. So we'll round out and we'll discuss and we'll see who makes the top three, and then
Yes,
who
sir.
makes the two for the intercontinental playoffs.